feel like she's still just like, she's just messing with us.
No. She's lying. Trying to like say that like Sophia at Woodstock Services is she just wants us to think that so when we apply for our own scholarships and we don't need any of it. She's just playing tricks on us.
Okay. Today we're doing integrals and kind of word problem type things of what they mean. Okay. So the function C sub t gives the number of cars produced by a factory by time t on a given day. So if they produce 4 cars, and that's what C of t would tell you. Okay. Now, an integral gives you an amount. Okay. So this, because x is time, this says, well, from 0 to 6 hours, how many cars are produced, okay? So it's not the time it takes to produce cars. It's not the average rate of change, because the average rate of change would be the integral divided by 6 minus 0, okay? Because that's what we did last time. So the number of cars produced over the first 6 hours or the instantaneous rate of production? Well, the instantaneous rate of production at t equals 6 would be the first derivative at 6, so it would be the number of cars produced. So when you see an integral, it's the amount, because it's the area under a curve, okay? So when we're talking about an amount of something, that's an integral. So when we get to the AP test, if it talks about an amount, integrate. If it talks about a change in something, then it's a derivative, okay? Because change in is slope, which is derivative. Okay. Water fills a bathtub at a rate of R liters per minute, okay? What does this equals 6 mean? Well, some amount equals 6, okay? Now, from 2 to 3 is 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So your first minute would be from 0 to 1 minutes. Your second minute would be from 1 to 2 minutes. Your third minute would be from 2 to 3 minutes. So it's 6. The amount is 6 in the third minute, okay? So the water of the bathtub increased by 6 liters in the third minute. Okay, so there's not a total at the end of 3 minutes. That would be 0 to 3 would be this one. If it was 0 to 3, then that would be the total. But this is what happened during the third minute. Okay, so it's just being able to read integrals and deciphering what is going on there. The cumulative profit of a business has earned is changing at a rate of so many dollars per day. In the first 30 days, the business earns $1,700. What does this whole expression represent? Well, the 1,700 is basically the integral from 0 to 30. This is basically the integral from 0 to 30. And then you add on the integral from 30 to 90. So totaled together, that's the integral from basically 0 to 90, okay? So if we integrate 0 to 90, that would be the amount that they earned as of day 90, how much they've earned as of day 90, okay? Because the other ones don't make sense. All right. The air gap, which is the distance from the bottom of a bridge to the surface of water under a bridge, is changing at a rate of R sub t equals 0.6 sine of x pi t over 6 meters per hour, where time equals 13 and the air gap is 62 meters. What is the air gap when it's 15 hours? Well, you have to take the air gap at 13 hours plus the difference between 13 and 15. So the air gap at 13 hours was 62 plus the difference from 13 to 15. Okay? So Yeah. So it is this one. The reason why it's not this one is this is how much the air gap is changing, the rate of change of the air gap between 13 and 15. This is the amount that has happened between 13 and 15. Okay? So that's where you have to be careful there. We'll do one more and then I'll let you work through these. And there's plenty to do today on the thing, so I want to give you time to work. The number of people in Bernardo's social network is increasing at a rate of -2 times t minus 3 squared plus 23 people per month, where t is the time in months since he set up his social network. At time equal 4, he had 80 people in his social network. How many people are in his network at the end of the 6th month? Now, if you want just the total between 4 and 6 months, that would be this. But they want how many total at the end of 6 months. So you have to start with the 80 people and then add on the total